Alright guys, so this is your 15 tutorial, and in this tutorial we'll be talking about pointers as I promised, right? Because I always keep my promises. So now what pointers is, pointer confuses a lot of people because they don't understand it at once and then they try again and again and again, and it's not worth it, right? So I'll put it in front of you as simple as possible so you get the idea. Okay, so pointers is something that it's clear from the name, right? It points to something, and it basically stores the address of any variable. Now take this example of real life. When you want to go to the house of someone, okay, so you don't know before that where they live, right? So what you do, you take their address and you just find that address and you go to that house, right? This is same the pointers are in C++ or any language. Pointers take the address of something, and whenever you want to go to that variable you can use their address to go to them. So now if we just declare a variable of integer type, name it like sandwich, okay, and we initialize the sandwich by let's say 7. Now if I print out the address of sandwich, now this little ampersand sign, okay, it's called ampersand and it's address of operator. So this is address of sandwich. Okay, so if I build and run this, it prints out this pretty confusing hexadecimal address. So what this address is, it's the memory address of sandwich variable in your memory, in your RAM, right? Because this variable, when you created it, it's stored it somewhere in your memory, right? That's why it's working. So this hexadecimal address, it was the address of where this variable is stored in your memory. So now if you want to store this address in some other variable and then you want to use that address for your purpose, so you declare a pointer variable. Now to declare a pointer variable, it's pretty simple. You just type the data type of the variable you want to make a pointer of. Like if you want to make a pointer to sandwich, so you'll keep the data type same, okay. To avoid any errors, I just always declare a pointer with the variable, so just declare it here by putting a comma in between. And for declaring a pointer, you put this star just before the name of a pointer. Now mine one's gonna be p sandwich. Now this is a good practice that whenever you are working with pointers, you just put a p and then the name of the variable to which it is pointing. So p sandwich, that means pointer to sandwich, right? So in the later program, you'll if you're making some big programs, you'll always remember which pointer it is, okay. So now we made a pointer to sandwich, and this star sign, this tells your C++ compiler that we are going to be declaring a pointer. It is of integer type, so it can store the memory address of any integer type variable. So now to store the address, you just put p sandwich and put it equal to address of sandwich, okay. So now this address of sandwich, that long hexadecimal address that we just saw, it's stored in p sandwich. Now you don't need to put a star again and again, because once you declare that variable, C++ already knows, right, because that this is a pointer variable, so it will always treat this as a pointer. So don't put star again and again, okay. So now p sandwich contains the address of sandwich. You don't believe me, right? So let me just show you. P sandwich and my title and it line. Oops, it got pretty damn fast. I wasn't even looking at screen. Okay, so now we'll print out p sandwich and address of sandwich, and trust me, just both lines are gonna print the same thing. You don't believe me? Alright, so now don't look like fool, right? So these two are pretty much same. Now you understand, right? The address of sandwich is stored in p sandwich. Now what if okay, leave it for now, we'll talk about it in next tutorial. So you get the idea, right? You declare a pointer variable by putting a star in front of it. You store the address of any variable of the same data type in that p sandwich, and you just print out the p sandwich and it will tell you the address of sandwich, okay. So now if you wanted to go to the value of sandwich, that is 7, by using that pointer, what will you do? Because this just simply prints out the address, right? So if you want to go to that address, what you can do is you just put that star and then the pointer variable name. Now what this operator does is, I always remember it as value add operator. So value add p sandwich. Now p sandwich contains the address of sandwich, right? So value add the address of sandwich, that is 7. Okay, so it will just print out 7. Let me just show you. Okay, so when you're building on this, it prints out 7, right? And it is the value of sandwich. So star p sandwich means value at p sandwich, that is 7. It's pretty simple, right? So this is all about pointers. Just practice it 3 or 4 times and you'll be good at it. Just practice it a lot, okay? Because pointers are something you'll need a lot in your future programming career, okay? Because they are very important. So always remember everything about pointers and do practice them and you'll get good at it, okay? So just this is it for this tutorial, guys. Subscribe to my channel and thank you guys for watching.